Everything that has a beginning must have an end. We live our lives beneath the stars, wrapped in the illusion of permanence. The sky appears unchanging, the cosmos eternal. But it isn't. Just as stars are born and die, so too may the universe itself be mortal. And tonight, we ask the most haunting of questions. How does everything end? The universe began with the Big Bang, an explosion not of matter in space, but of space itself. Time, energy, dimensions, all born in a single breath. For billions of years, galaxies have been moving away from each other, carried by the stretching fabric of space-time. And that expansion, driven now by dark energy, is accelerating. So what does that mean for the far future? Scientists have proposed several endings. Let's begin with the quietest, and perhaps the most chilling. 1. The Big Freeze. If dark energy continues to push space apart, galaxies will drift farther and farther away. Over trillions of years, star formation will cease. The last stars will burn out. The skies will go dark. Black holes will remain, slowly evaporating via Hawking radiation, until even they disappear. What's left? A thin, cold sea of particles. Space-time stretched thin. No structure, no energy gradients, no memory of stars, life, or meaning. Just silence. This is the heat death of the universe, not because it's hot, but because entropy has reached its maximum. There's no more change, no more information, only stillness. It's not dramatic, but it's total. 2. The Big Rip. In another scenario, dark energy doesn't stay constant. It grows stronger. So strong, in fact, that it begins to tear apart gravity itself. First, galaxies unravel, then star systems, then planets, then molecules, then atoms. Eventually, even space-time rips. This is the Big Rip, the most violent end imaginable. The fabric of reality torn asunder. No warning, no survival, only dissolution. But it depends on the nature of dark energy. And so far, we don't know if it will behave this way. Still, it's possible. 3. The Big Crunch. Now imagine a reversal. If dark energy weakens over time, gravity might reclaim its dominance. Galaxies would slow, stop, and then begin to fall inward. The universe would collapse. Faster and faster, hotter and denser, until everything returns to a single point. A mirror of the Big Bang. This is the Big Crunch, and some theories suggest it might lead to a big bounce, where the universe is reborn in another expansion, cycling endlessly through creation and collapse. A cosmic heartbeat. But evidence for this is slim. So far, expansion shows no sign of slowing. 4. Vacuum decay. And then, there's the strangest possibility of all, that we live in a false vacuum. In quantum field theory, the vacuum isn't empty. It has energy. And our universe may not be in its most stable configuration. It might be in a metastable state, temporarily stable, but vulnerable. If that's true, a bubble of true vacuum could form somewhere, a more stable state of reality. And it would expand at the speed of light, destroying everything in its path. Laws of physics would change. Matter would dissolve. Chemistry would stop working. We wouldn't see it coming. No pain, just nothing. It sounds terrifying, but also strangely peaceful. A cosmic reset. A new kind of universe born from the old. Maybe one with different particles, different dimensions, different rules. Maybe one without consciousness. Or maybe one with more. But here's the secret. The end doesn't erase the beginning. We fear the end because we value what we've built, what we've known, what we are. But the fact that the universe may end, that it must end, doesn't make it less beautiful. It makes it more. Because meaning isn't found in eternity. It's found in the fleeting. in the brilliance of stars that know they will die, in the minds that ask these questions, in the love that arises in a temporary world. If the universe ends, if all light fades, it will have burned bright. It will have sung its song, and in a small forgotten corner of that grand symphony, you existed, you thought, you loved, you wondered, and maybe that's the only immortality that matters. So tonight, look at the stars not as eternal beacons, but as moments, brief, glorious, and precious. Let the future be unknown. Let the silence come someday, because in this moment, the universe is alive, and so are you.